Hey, what is up guys? Jason here for Technobok Unboxings. Today I'm extremely excited to bring you the review of the awesome new Sony Xperia Z1 Compact. Firstly, I'd like to give a huge shout out to the marketing agents of Sony South Africa for sending me this cool little device to check out. I jumped into the phone a couple of days ago, decided let me make this my daily driver and see what this phone's like to simply live with on a day-to-day basis, the ups, the downs, everything it has to offer. And I'm delighted to report that it just shines through in pretty much everything I've put it through. It's just a really great little device. To start, the phone has a screen diameter of 4.3 inches, and it's a 4.3-inch IPS display with a pixel density of 342 ppi. Now, to put that into perspective, 342 ppi on a 4.3-inch screen leads to pin-sharp images. It really is an amazing display. To top that, it's got triluminous technology, which is developed by Sony. Awesome screen technology, as well as the X-Reality Sony Bravia engine, as used in the TVs and all your LEDs, and it's a really crisp and clear display. So that's to start. You kick into an amazing display. Then to top that, the great thing about Sony's Xperia Z range is that they built for extreme toughness. So this phone has gone one up and it's got the IP58 certification. That gives it the ability to be in 1 meter of water for up to an hour. To top that, on the side of the device here, you get a dedicated camera key. That coupled with the camera on board, and this phone's no slouch in that department. On the phone itself, you're running a 20.7 megapixel camera, extremely sharp, amazing photography, and dedicated camera key means you can even take underwater shots, something that you just don't see on other devices. Then you jump into the camera and you hit by a whole host of really exciting effects. You got manual focus, soft focuses, backgrounds, creative effects, and I mean, when you go into it, there's just a host on everything of effects and features, and you can literally run through them and filter things and change things, making the perfect shot available, whether it be for Instagram, just for a simple selfie, for whatever you're using it for. You run into the perfect situation with it. Then you got something even called AR effect. Now that's a very exciting camera feature that the Sony have incorporated here, where you'll get objects appearing on the display of the screen, and no matter what your focus is or what your subject is, you can have dinosaurs running around the screen, you can have a kind of an aqua underwater theme. Just a very cool little effect they offer up on their camera technology. Then you move into the phone itself. Now, straight out the box, this phone's running Android 4.4, which is the latest, of course, incarnation of Android, known as KitKat. Very exciting software, tons of ability, and straight out the box, of course, you've got your Google Now, all the features that we love and love to see on all the devices. And the things Sony offer with their phones, which has always been one of my big reasons to jump to a Sony above the many other great Android devices out there, is that they love to keep things very simplistic and very stock vanilla Android feel. So you jump into the device itself, and immediately you'll notice at the bottom there are no physical hardware keys to navigate, but on-screen keys. Now this I really love, being a Nexus owner myself. When I look at a phone, it's a very important thing for me to see it, Android in its stock and purest state. And I really enjoy the fact that Sony stick to that. You swipe up simply, you get your Google Now to one side, and then you get Sony's own hub here where you've got all kinds of exciting entertainment to the other side. Then you jump into the menu. Again, a very stock Android experience, very nice. Home key at the bottom, your back key into your running applications list, all very nicely laid out. Of course, there's Google Now, all the applications we love, the Instagrams, your WhatsApp, everything available on Android. So you get that offered straight up. Now to top that, this phone's got a non-removable battery, which is a 2300 milliamp hour battery. Now the thing with a non-removable battery is, the downside is charging can take a little bit longer than a conventional phone with a removable battery. But when you get all that out the way, you sacrifice a little bit more time charging, but what you get is a monster of a battery in this phone, and it's impressed me more than any other phone I've ever used. I use a phone quite a lot throughout the day to take pictures, playing around, having fun with the phone, not just simply calling and the odd message. And even doing that, the only way for me to kill this phone is to actually use it and use it and use it for about I'm getting 2.5 days of using it strongly before I'll actually kill it off. Now that's simply fantastic. You don't get that in smartphones very often, so it's a real plus and something in the favor of this device. To top that, the phone comes running a quad-core Crate 2.2 gigahertz processor with an Adreno 330 GPU. So of course everything runs extremely snappy, whether it be playing games on the device. I mean, I installed a great game the other day. I've been playing around with all kinds of features and really hammering this phone, trying everything I can on it. And no matter what you do, this phone just takes it and it runs it well, and you just don't slow it down. So it's a fantastic device. I mean, this is the one I downloaded the other day, just a little game to demonstrate, and just the speed, the smoothness, the clarity, the screen quality, everything just jumps out at you on this phone immediately. I even love the way Sony have integrated a very exciting lock screen. It just kind of comes alive and bubbles up. There's even a few nice tweaks they've thrown in. For example, a live wallpaper for the Xperia range, and as you set that on the device, you'll immediately see it sets the wallpaper. It also edits the lock screen if you choose it as your lock screen wallpaper to integrate into the actual phone wallpaper, and you can change the colors and move through things. Just a very exciting little feature they've added in here. Very nice weather widgets, few exciting things that Sony have done which make their devices just stand out from the crowd. Then the main thing you're going to notice with this phone is, which I've gone on about in the beginning a bit, is the awesome size of the device. Now, you get many smartphones out there from all the great makers, and they're all becoming mega monster phones with bigger and bigger displays, and that's great. But the disadvantage to it all is there's got to be a level of practicality when you're using a phone, especially as a daily driver. If you're going to be running around and using your phone and in and out of your jeans pocket and your shirt, and ladies putting it into their pants and all, they want something that's small, that can fit in easily. They don't want something that's like got a 6-7 inch screen, something massive that's jutting out. Now with this, Sony have very cleverly designed it using a kind of not only a very slimline design and extremely high grade materials, also a perfect size. It really is the perfect size device, this. Everything you want to do with it, whether it be using it, just taking it out, taking pictures, it's just very easy, and it's just the perfect size device. I could go on comparing this to other well-known smartphones out there to explain my point, so I shall. This is another phone that I was using for a while. This is the Apple iPhone 5S. A great little device, nothing wrong with it. It's sharp, it's smooth, it does what it needs to do. But when you compare it to what Sony's offering here, you quickly want to throw it aside and move straight back to the Xperia Z1 Compact. Not only does the iPhone 5S offer a dual-core processor where this offers a quad-core, the camera's better on this Z1 Compact. You're getting a 20.7 megapixel, an extremely sharp screen, IP58 technology. As I said before, the phone is, you can take it, go swimming with it. I mean, you can literally, any situation you throw it handles like a dream. So it really has got a lot to offer and a lot to impress you with. Then I was really excited when Sony went ahead and sent me this as well. Now this is Sony's very exciting Smartband. There's a lot of smart products out there. Just the other day I was on a flight and I picked up an in-flight magazine and saw an ad here for the Jawbone, and you get the Fitbit and quite a lot of these smart devices which are meant to measure your daily activities, and I've never really got too excited about them. I've played with them in the past and never seen much point. But when I paired the Smartband up the other day with the device, not only was it a piece of cake to pair up, as Sony have made the device NFC enabled, so simply you tap it onto the back of the phone on the NFC badge and it pairs up straight away. Not only that, it's made of an awesome rubbery material, but it's a really high-grade rubber that feels fantastic, looks very cool, and you just simply pop it open. Inside, it's got a little chip there. That comes out. That there is actually your device monitor, and that's pretty much your proximity sensor, sending all the signals to the phone, telling it what you're doing. In the box, they also include, which is really great, a spare band in a smaller size, and a charge cable, as well as, of course, your instructional booklet. So let's throw that aside for a second. The other thing Sony sent me, which is really cool and I'm really loving using, is the USB portable charger known as the CycleEnergy charger. This little charge bar, you simply charge up. You take it out with you, so you use the cable and you charge your phone as normal, keep this charged, and you go for a hike or you leave it in your car, wherever you are, you find your phone never dies on you because this time you've actually got a full charge on the go. So a really great little nifty tool to take out with you. But jumping back to the phone for a second, this is the Smartband. I've paired it up to my Xperia Z1 Compact here, and I'll show you, for example, what it's monitoring. You'll notice if I pull down the notification shade, again, a very nice stock Android feel notification shade. You jump to the side, you got your quick settings, jump to the notifications, you got what you're running at the moment. You'll jump in and you'll see straight away I've got Smartband on day mode. Now, let me just mention, the Smartband's been running now for about 2 days, and it's still giving me another 2 days power in it, so great power reserve on it. Even though it's a small little device, charge it for half an hour, it just keeps running, it gives you a couple of days battery. And then you jump into something called LifeLog. Now this you sign up for, and it's extremely, extremely clever. What you'll notice is, if I press play, this will run me through a little description of what I was doing throughout the day during the various hours. And you'll notice the calorie countdown burning up, the number of footsteps, the time I was in a car, the time it was raining, when I took a photo, when I browsed the web, all the little things throughout the day. And it'll even monitor my location settings, everything. So a fantastic, fantastic thing, because you play around with it and you realize it's very, very nifty. I mean, it's literally monitoring, as they call it, a life activity tracker. It's literally monitoring your life using the phone. And for me, as an exercise guy, I completely love it. So it tracks everything, the number of footsteps. I keep to a controlled diet, and this lets me monitor it right the way through. And to top that, it's just so easy to work with. It's so nice to put on. The feels great. The size is perfect. It just really does the job. It fits in every respect and has a great build and quality at the same time. On top of that, you'll also find the band is fully waterproof. So I've been literally sleeping with it. I've showered with it. I've done everything. And it just, like the phone, you can literally go into the shower using your phone, using the Smartband, and it all interacts. So that's why what Sony have done here is really the complete package. And that you rarely find on any device. So really, really fantastic bit of kit. Even using the Smartband, it has very clever little things. If I get a message on my phone, I've set the Smartband to vibrate. So often you're in a busy club, somewhere noisy and loud, and you don't often notice your phone's going off. Straight away you get a slight vibration on your arm. You realize, okay, something's come through, you can check the phone. I set it as an alarm, so in the morning I gently wake up to a light vibration. So yeah, very, very nifty toys, and huge shout out again to the Sony's marketing team for sending it to me. Absolutely loving it. And looking forward to bringing you guys soon an adventure series starring this phone, where I'll show you some of the toughness and some of the reasons why I feel this phone just shines in every situation and why I can highly recommend it. I've already chatted to many colleagues, many of which have lately been doing their upgrades, and they've been in the process of filling out applications, many of which are huge iPhone fans. And I've showed them some of the reasons why I feel that this is really something to consider. And many of them have been swayed to it. Because once you get into playing with this little device, you'll see there's just so much that it offers. So yeah, this has just been a quick unboxing and review of the Sony Xperia Z1 Compact. Awesome adventure series and some filming of the phone in some rugged situations to come soon. I'll chat to you guys in the next video. Cheers for now.